Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode on the channel. Here today we have the Daytona International Speedway. This is going to be a good one. It's the Firecracker 250 miles, 100 laps around the greatest racetrack. Now I gotta mute myself. Hang on. I want to say the most prestigious racetrack in all of NASCAR. Everybody wants to win at Daytona, and now more so than ever on the NASCAR Xfinity Series season. Just 3 races to go until the playoffs. Rolling into Daytona today, we currently on the season have 9 different winners. Timmy Hill's trying to get inside the top 10 in points for his win to solidify himself in the playoffs. He continues to close the gap there. We'll see how he can run here tonight, as well as many more. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as we get into this race here today. Dark Crypto, R6, Braden Thompson, Carson Boy, welcome to the stream. This should be a fun race indeed. Brandon Jones will be starting on the pole here tonight. No practice or qualifying for ourselves. Joe Graff Jr. will be the only driver dropping to the rear for the start of tonight's race. Will we be able to get another different winner on the season? Maybe make it 10. We'll have to wait and see. Green flag is in the air. We're underway at Daytona. 30 laps at stage 1, 30 laps at stage 2, 40 laps in the final stage here tonight.
Careful, still there.
STG, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was having some technical difficulties with my PlayStation. For whatever reason, my game freezed up. Because I have the actual hard copy of NASCAR Heat 5. And I had the hard copy, and it kind of froze up on me, so then I had to turn the PlayStation off in the middle of the loading because it just kind of got stuck on the loading screen, so hopefully we don't have an issue going forward. Hopefully it's just a NASCAR Heat 5 issue again. I'm really hoping it's not the actual PlayStation starting to go out. I plan on getting PS5 here before long, before the next NASCAR game at least, but we need it to last us to the end of this NASCAR Heat 5 series. Brandon Jones able to lead lap 1 here tonight. Have to look out for Justin Haley. He is always one of the favorites at Daytona. He's ran very well, but has not gotten a win in the Super Speedway races on this Xfinity Series career mode. Keegan Schneider in that middle lane between Tommy Joe Martins and Matt Mills right now, trying to get himself a good little run. Has to drop in line behind Martins. That inside groove. Hill again got the win in the last Super Speedway race at Talladega. An easy, solid run today, so we can hopefully move into the top 10. No, I don't plan on getting the SRX game. I've played a game in that series, and honestly, the physics look exactly the same. I really don't like the physics in it. It'd be different if it was an NASCAR game. I'd have to get it. Look at that move up the middle. Well, contact off turn 4 with Landon Castle. Vaccarello was able to get down to the bottom and out of the way. Jones has now led the first 3 laps of the race here tonight. Schneider down to the bottom, 3 wide underneath Mike Harmon and Cesar. Vaccarello into the corner. He pushes up in the center end of the side of the 90. He's having a hard time trying to keep control of this race car and keep it straight. Joe Nemechek got to give him a push from behind. Nemechek had a great run yesterday, a top 10 in fact, at Dover. Ran top 10 all day long, finished 8th. Schneider trying to go for 6 wins in a row, and he's trying to break the all-time record for the most wins in a NASCAR Xfinity Series season. That record held by Kyle Busch with 13. Schneider just tied that last night at that win at Dover. Again, 5 straight wins. He's really turned it on late in the season, giving him a shot at that record now. wants to break it before the playoffs start so he can focus on the championship here late in the season.
Still there.
3 wide off turn 2. He's got to be careful. Every time we've gone 3 wide, he's made a slight bit of contact. I don't know how many more times he's going to get away with it. Kind of lost that momentum. Hops to the top in front of Jeremy Clements. Clements going to follow Schneider down to the bottom after giving him a good push. Side draft to the 22. Pulled him back in the center of the corner as well. Huge run off turn 4. Staying low. 3 wide underneath Herbst and LeMay as well. Chris George, welcome to the stream. Continuing 3 wide through the trial, with 5 laps in. Brandon Jones has still led them all. Schneider is progressively working his way forward. And how about Timmy Hill, already in the top 10, going for 8th place underneath of Colby. Sorry, no, that's the 7th of Tristan Allgaier. I thought it was Colby Howard there for a second. Look at Timmy Hill trying to side draft him. Schneider goes to the outside 3 wide. Had a run, nowhere really to go. And he's able to get all the way back down to the bottom. What a move! That was the only lane open for him, and he was able to pull it off, and he's up to 6th. And bump drafting Chad Fincham off turn 4. Fincham won this night race at Daytona a year ago, but missed the playoffs because he was outside the top 20 in points. One of 15 winners last season was Fincham. And one of 13 in the regular season. Forced out of line, and now he got put back in the sucker hole. He loses spots. Schneider with another run down the back straightaway to the outside, this time on Chase Briscoe. Keeps the run to the inside of Jeff Green, who has had a lot of steady runs here as of late as well. Schneider is up to 2nd place. 95 on the engine, aero, and the suspension coming into this race today. That is as good of departments as we have had on any super speedway races to date in the Xfinity Series portion of the career mode, and it is definitely propelling here. Schneider from the back towards the front, now to the outside of Brandon Jones for the lead into turn 1 as he tries to side draft Jones. And has to drop in line behind him in the center of the corner now. Run stalled out, he didn't have enough help. He's got Jeff Green closing into his back bumper down the back straightaway. Schneider's got another run. Cuts to the inside, this time of Brandon Jones, and Jones couldn't block the run that Schneider had. From 35th starting position, trying to lead his first lap of the race. Jones side drafts him back on the outside. Jeff Green about got squeezed into the wall by the 99 of Schneider. He had Chase Briscoe pushing him as they hung the 99 car out to dry. Now here comes Timmy Hill up to 5th rather. He's going to push Schneider in the 99, and Timmy Hill, who has done a stellar job already with a win this season on a super speedway, possibly looking for a second, or at least looking for stage points in stage 1. He's going to need a lot. Again, he comes into this race about 55 points below 20th. Every time Schneider goes to the top, he doesn't get enough help, and now he's going to lose another spot to Timmy Hill. Hill, the 4th. Timmy goes high, Schneider goes low, and they swap spots. Timmy's probably going to drop in line right behind Schneider in the middle of 1 and 2, and does. Schneider to the back bumper of Briscoe. He's going to push him. These two are fighting for the regular season championship. Schneider leads over Briscoe right now. Now pulls down low down the back straightaway. Going to side draft that left rear corner panel of Briscoe's race car. And he'll work his way right around to 3rd.
You got room. You're clear.
Hill was going to be able to follow, but he couldn't stay in the back bumper of the 6.
20 laps to go.
20 to go, stage 1. 10 laps down in this race, caution-free so far. Largely single file line inside the top 10, as strung out as we have seen him so far today. Give that massive push to Jeff Green. Green's trying to block the 99 of Schneider now. Schneider's going to give him a push down the back straightaway, trying to get him going and trying to get him closer to the 19. Jones. Schneider going to hang the 38 out in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Tries to side draft him back a little bit.
Still there.
And here comes Chase Briscoe now to give Schneider a push. Through the trial with Timmy Hill behind Briscoe. Nobody up high to help Green. Looks like Fincham's on the outside, but he's a little bit too far back. He's got Riley Herbst behind him. Everybody looks like Josh Williams and Noah Gregson. See if this group of cars on the inside can catch Brandon Jones here eventually. Starting to get a little bit of a pull off. Jones still hasn't led that first lap of the race. He got to the inside of Brandon, but he couldn't get around him. Schneider now all over the back bumper of Brandon Jones. Going to give him a little bit of a push. Look how far ahead these two are getting ahead of Briscoe and Timmy Hill. Brooklyn Rye, welcome to the stream. Next NASCAR game is set to come out in September. It's not available for pre-order yet. There's no official release date, but there have been some reliable rumors stating that the game will be published in September. Released in September, excuse me. Schneider. Oh man, Brandon Jones. Looking at Timmy out of the rear view following Chase Briscoe. With Jones with an aggressive block getting into turn one. It wasn't all the way clear and really chopped the nose off the 99. Schneider's all over his back bumper. He just cannot get around or even get alongside Brandon anymore. Another run. Looks low. Oh man. Jones thought about blocking, couldn't do it. Schneider going to be able to get to that left rear corner panel, and he does. Trying to side draft him now in 3 and 4. What lane is Briscoe going to choose? He chooses the bottom to push Schneider. And the 99 of Keegan Schneider will lead his first lap tonight at Daytona at lap number 15 at the line. And the top two in the point standings are now 1-2. Schneider first, Briscoe second. Timmy Hill the third. Followed by Jeff Green fourth. Brandon Jones falls all the way back to fifth before being able to file back down to the bottom, and the top five and just pulled away from sixth on backward, 2 and 3 wide. Bilodes, welcome to the stream. Doing very well, thank you for asking. Oh man, look at Briscoe to the outside. And to the lead. With a massive push for Timmy Hill. A little bit of contact between the 99 and the 98 as well that really stalled the 99's momentum out on the bottom.
Careful, still there. That's the halfway mark. Careful, still there.
Chase Briscoe out in front for the first time today. Hill still on the outside. Jones was following him. Briscoe was in front of him until moving down to the bottom. Schneider now to the top side of the racetrack trying to get a draft off Briscoe. So Schneider was only able to lead one lap before Briscoe took the lead. And now Schneider's got that run into turn 3, and he's all over the back of Briscoe again. The bump draft him off turn 4. Still side by side for third. 66 and 38 can't break apart from one another. That's bringing sixth on back into the picture once again. Now these guys are starting to fall into racing each other. Looks low underneath Briscoe. Oh, you watched the Rise and Fall? Yeah. Danny B does a great series there with a lot of those older race teams on Danny B Talks, I should say, YouTube channel. I haven't checked him out. He's on the NASCAR Weekly podcast. Definitely check his stuff out. Subscribe to his channel. There's a lot of great videos on the Rise and Fall of these older race teams, or even newer race teams that have come and gone in the sport of NASCAR. Does it with certain racetracks too at time. The Rise and Fall series, but typically it's race teams. Again, Schneider gets Chase Briscoe, and he just cannot get around him. Oh man, Briscoe, another block there. These guys are blocking aggressively tonight. We saw Brandon Jones doing it. Now Chase Briscoe's trying to do it as well. Briscoe looking for another playoff point. He still has not won since last season in the second race. That winless streak just continues to grow. This is the 24th race now of this year. Now making it a 54-race winless streak. Would be at 55 if he can't get the win here today.
Still there.
And again, off turn 2, Schneider to the inside. Side drafts Chase Briscoe down the back straightaway. Jeff Green's going to pull to the bottom. And he's going to pump trap the 99 of Schneider. Cindric's inside the top 5. He's up to 5th.
Careful. Still there. You got it. You're clear there.
And Jeff Green's going to shoot Schneider to the lead. Second time Schneider will lead today. Second lap he will lead as well. Jones will follow on the inside to 3rd. And now Green backs off. He's going to get a push from Brandon Jones, and he's going to try to get to the front. With 11 laps to go in stage 1, everybody battling for the stage win, battling for all the points they can. Timmy Hill battling for 5th as Briscoe still stuck on the outside. He can't get down to the bottom. Oh man, Schneider just got loose off turn 2. That car took a straight left turn. I don't know what that was or what happened. And now they're 3 wide back there for 3rd place as the momentum is shaken all of a sudden. And Briscoe is getting a push now on the outside. Looks like by maybe Daniel Hemrick in that 3rd lane. And he about got squeezed into the wall. There's contact between Briscoe and Brandon Jones off turn 4. They make it through the corner. Cindric now gets filed out into the middle lane. And Timmy Hill's going for 2nd place on the bottom. Jones continues to push the 22 of Cindric as they about had the big one off turn 4. And that contact just shuffled Briscoe maybe outside the top 10. I mean, he's nowhere to be found now. Look at Jeff Green with not a lot of help, still hanging in there on the outside. Cindric trying to battle his way to the front. And Schneider trying to block all 3 lanes and hold on to the lead. Oh, Schneider left the bottom open that time, and Timmy Hill is going to get to the lead for the first time today.
Inside.
Oh, man, Schneider got loose off 4, getting pushed there by Cindric. Slight bit of contact with Tommy Joe Martins, and Timmy Hill, with 9 laps to go, leads stage 1.
Still there.
Schneider's got a little bit of an advantage into turn 1. Can't quite get to the right rear of Timmy Hill and side draft him, though. Martins is still underneath him. Anthony Alfredo now inside the top 5.
Coming inside now.
Alfredo now to push Schneider on the inside lane. Martin's looking for the lead on Hill. Let's see if Timmy's going to be able to block him. Schneider to the inside of Martins instead. That's going to help Hill keep the lead into turn 3. Schneider clears Martins off turn 4 now for 2nd place. Martins falls in line down to the inside behind him. Now to the outside. Schneider trying to get a draft off Hill. Hill trying to shake the draft. 8 to go, stage 1. Favorite manufacturer of all time, Ford. I was a Roush Fenway fan growing up. Greg Biffle fan. Blaney, coincidentally, now runs with Penske. Ford. Gotta be Ford. Easy. Right there for me. Plus, I have a Mustang, too. Now they have a Mustangs. These last, well, since the next gen cars. So, another reason to add on to liking Ford. Schneider got to the inside of Timmy Hill there into turn 1. Clears him off of turn 2 with a little help from Tommy Joe Martins giving him a push. Martins almost got to the inside. Car on the wall. I think Timmy Hill bounced into the wall into turn 3. Caution's going to wave. What a tough break for Timmy Hill. Leading a half a lap ago in the wall. Half a lap later, bringing out our first caution of the day. He's going to pit. It looks like he will be able to continue. But they're going to have to buff out those repairs. And again, our first caution of the race. Wow, Chase Briscoe fell all the way back to 21st after that contact about 5 laps ago with Brandon Jones. And we're only going to have 4 laps to go on this restart to decide the stage 1 victory. Schneider in the lead at the timing of the caution. They're blocking like NASCAR Thunder 04 AI. Yeah, I know. Crazy. don't usually see this out of the NASCAR Heat 5, but hey, it's making it aggressive. These guys want to win. We're getting to the end of the regular season. A lot of these guys at the front do not have a win yet this season. Allgaier, Gregson, some of those guys included. Now they're inside the top 5 after Timmy Hill's misfortunes and Briscoe falling to the back of the pack. So here's the restart. Schneider gets the launch on the bottom, but the rest of the inside behind him didn't take off very well. Martins easily pulls down in front of him, and they're quickly 3 wide through 1 and 2. Allgaier really got shuffled out when Tommy Joe moved to the bottom. Man, again Schneider got loose off turn 2. I don't know what that is down there, but that's the second time. This time we weren't even up to speed yet. Stays in the gas and he continues to hold on to the lead. I will probably play Thunder Up 4 again, but not for a while. Three laps to go, stage 1. They're definitely up to speed now. How about Matt Mills inside the top 5? Another driver looking for his first win of the season. First win of his career. Oh, Schneider went high to block. Bad move there. Tommy Joe Martins is going to get to the lead, and a freight train line on the inside is coming off of turn 2. Gregson now hops out of line with the 61 behind him. Schneider's still stuck on the top. He wants to get back down to the bottom. He's got a big run into turn 3, but nowhere to go with Gregson in front of him, and still Jesse Little on the bottom. Gregson gets loose trying to block the 99 of Schneider now. Oh my goodness. Somehow did not crash that time. Off of turn 4. Schneider trying to push Little. 2 laps to go in stage 1. Little gets sideways in the tri-oval. Schneider's bump drafting him, but Little just couldn't hang on to the push. He gets sideways, wiggles a lot. Now he's stuck in the middle lane in the sucker hole with nowhere to go and no drafting help. Schneider again got loose off turn 2, and Fincham side drafts him back and hangs on to 3rd. 3 wide behind as Schneider's trying to block all 3 lanes and gets shoved out of the way by the 38 of Jeff Green, and then after that shove just decides to chop his nose off. And we still stay green. Schneider now to push Fincham, trying to get him to the top 2 as Tommy Joe Martins leads late in stage 1, coming to the final lap of the stage. Austin Hill trying to get the stage win as well as he looks low. Schneider to the inside of Fincham through the tri-oval again. Is Hill going to be able to get to the inside of Tommy Joe Martins? Nope, not that time.
Stay low, stay low.
He might get under him. Tommy Joe better block that double yellow lane. Schneider clears Tommy Joe off turn 2, and the caution flag will wave with a half a lap to go in stage 1. And Tommy Joe Martins will hang on to win the opening stage here tonight. I believe his first stage win of the season. Yeah, I don't plan on breaking out another new NASCAR old game. I just continue the 05 series before the next NASCAR game comes out. But Tommy Joe Martins wins stage 1. Caution came out with a half a lap to go. It was going to be interesting to see if Austin Hill was going to be able to get around him, because there was a couple times he almost got underneath him. And Timmy Hill, hey, how about that? With pitting with under that last caution, he stays out. He'll restart from the lead. Schneider wins the race off pit road, but has to restart in second. Green flag back in the air at Daytona. Neck and neck right now. Schneider trying to side draft Timmy Hill. Can't do it enough. Has to hop in line behind him. Timmy Hill to the lead. Schneider was able to get down to the bottom in front of the 61 of Austin Hill. Second time Timmy Hill's already led today. 3 wide for 3rd. Fincham got shot out of a cannon. Oof, Jeff Green bobbled in the middle. He's still wobbling around going into 3. Look at this push up. Oh, Timmy Hill goes to the bottom, thinking Schneider was going to go there. Schneider stays high with this massive push from the 13 of Chad Fincham, and Timmy Hill does not have a lot of help on the bottom. The 99 and the 13 are rolling on the outside of the racetrack. McLaughlin behind him as well.
Careful, still there.
kind of lets go for a brief moment. Schneider down to the bottom in front of Austin Hill. They had a massive run to get to the outside, but they couldn't pull clear. Schneider again looks high as Timmy kind of blocks the bottom. Schneider side drafts Hill down the back straightaway to pull him back. Now Austin Hill moves to the outside, and it's Josh Williams in the 92 car down to the bottom behind Timmy Hill. Schneider has to... Oh, he made a little contact with Timmy. He thought that Timmy Hill was clear. He wasn't. Oh! He got trashed again. Everybody somehow holds their lane.
Still there inside. Got one down low now.
These cars are shaking around everywhere, including myself here tonight for whatever reason. Not a lot of stability in a lot of these race cars. Look at this outside trying to go to work again. Schneider's in that middle lane. Hops down to the bottom behind Brandon Brown now. The cursed Whataburger car.
Stay on the bottom here.
I think Whataburger's not one of our paint schemes or sponsors in this career mode. Schneider had a run when he went. Oh my goodness, up the middle, 3 wide for second place.
Hold that line, driver. Hold your line.
Didn't work out to his liking, but he is able to get to the bottom behind Ray Black and in front of Brandon Brown. Got a nice push from the 68. We'll get to the inside for second. And he's got a run. Can't quite clear the 07 yet. Ray Black kind of getting a little bit of a momentum booster. Schneider was barely able to clear up to the outside. Here comes Brandon Brown to the outside. He couldn't go any higher. The 07 was already there. He almost ran into him. Back to the bottom. Timmy Hill's just rolling out in front of this field. Schneider had a huge push from the 07 off the exit of the corner, and he goes up the middle for second place again. This time it works. And he's all clear with ease, and he still keeps that massive run now behind Timmy Hill through 3 and 4. Kyle Larson fan, welcome to the stream, and thanks for that comment, by the way, Brooklyn. Greatly appreciate it. NASCAR's a fun sport. See how much blocking Timmy Hill's going to do. Well, there's a swing high, back down low into turn 1. Not as much blocking, I think, as I've seen in the first half of a plate race in a long time. Last year's Summer Daytona winner, Chad Fincham, to third. Look at his cast in the top 5. McLaughlin and Castle rounded out. Of course, Timmy Hill still leading. He's led every lap of stage 2 so far. They're trying to get underneath him. Timmy, man, that was an aggressive block. I don't think he was clear either. How about we alternate through the different camera angles for the first time today? As if it can't get hectic enough. DB Forever 85, welcome to the stream. There again, looks low underneath Timmy Hill. Again, I mean, Hill just chops his nose off, as we've seen Briscoe and Brandon Jones do earlier in the race as well. Schneider again with a run. Into 3. This time Timmy Hill couldn't make the block. Caution for the 3rd time already today. First time of stage 2, and it looked like Schneider had about a nose out in front of Timmy Hill. So Schneider will have the lead in the next restart. Hill will have to restart second. That was... couldn't have been better timing there for the 99. I mean, he barely had the nose out in front. So we'll head to another restart.
Coming to the green. Ready.
Flag back in the air.
Still there. All clear.
gets through the gears ahead of Hill, moves up to that outside lane. Now up to 4th gear, and here comes the top side looking to take off. So he might look down to the bottom. And he's shaking around. He's trying to get around. He is clear of Fincham in that bottom lane, though, for second. Now moves back up high off of turn 2 as well. And here driving. Trying to lead that outside groove. Remember, he's the first driver below the cutoff line on Brandon Jones, or sorry, not Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier coming into this race today. Just got that run on the top. We go with it though into turn 1 as Toyota driver who was helping him out there, Brandon Jones, decided to go back down to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 all ran by Toyotas right now in the running order. And we saw the Toyotas dominate this night Daytona race last season as well. Finished 1, 2, 3. And really led the most laps between Fincham, Schneider, and Jones. Now Timmy Hill's in the mix this year. 3 wide for second place. Jones in that middle groove again. Schneider shuts the door. Timmy Hill just about ran into the side of the 19. Schneider pulled high simultaneously to block the 13 of Chad Fincham and barely pulled that block off. Now again in the tri-oval, he just gets up in front of him and back down to the bottom. Jones trying to aggressively side draft the 13 of Fincham now, and the inside lane starts to get ahead. And they are still 3 by 3 in the middle of the pack, but as far as the top 5 goes, not so much. Fincham with another big push. Oh, Schneider's in the wall. He went too high. The 13 gets sideways and somehow saves it, and Timmy Hill gets to the lead on the bottom. What a crossover there by Chad Fincham. And that was the worst block I think I've ever seen. Schneider went high to block Fincham, and he just put himself on the wall. Similar to Tyler Reddick in the Cup race at Daytona last season, where he went up to block, I think it was Kyle Busch at the time, and he just stuffed it in the wall. Exactly what happened there. That, though, did not cause a wreck. Surprisingly, oh my goodness.
Looking at it right now. Got one peeking inside.
Look at how much ground this 99 car is losing. Schneider's just trying to get off the outside lane. More contact with the 0 as he bounces around traffic. Again, gets another good look into the wall, and he's going to cycle all the way back to about 29th. Timmy Hill is still out in front, meanwhile, with 14 laps to go at stage 2.
Careful, still there. You got room.
Schneider's really beating this car up. Still don't know how we haven't had the big one yet. We have had 3 cautions today, but no big accident. Timmy Hill was involved in an accident earlier and didn't wreck. I should say didn't wreck enough to at least knock him out of the race. He got it repaired, and now he's leading. He's led the most laps here at stage 2 as well. The stage will be coming to an end in 13 laps. He's got Mike Harmon pushing him. The handling's all over on this 99 car now that he's got the damage after brushing the wall a couple laps ago. Then he brushed it again that last lap. NASCAR, welcome to the stream. Finally things. Not the official NASCAR channel. A NASCAR channel. Remember you pop it back in the chat. Various streams a little while back. the last like month, I think it was, within a few weeks ago, I think. See if anybody's going to be able to get around Timmy Hill at the front right now. Timmy has got a very strong 66 car. Again, he won by inches over Schneider at Talladega in the last Super Speedway race. He could be going for his second win of the season. Only 3 drivers have won 2 or more races. Schneider, Anthony Alfredo, and Ross Chastain. The 3 drivers with wins. Yep, I remember you. About a 7-car group at the back. Eddie Jones starting to lose that lead pack as well. Timmy Hill just lost the bottom of the racetrack, and they're side by side for the lead through turns 3 and 4. Top 2 were kind of pulling away. That might bring the pack closer to them. Here we go, stage 2. Help. Schneider can't keep control of his car with the 74 of Harmon pushing him as well. Schneider stays on the outside though off turn 2 to get that run off of Brandon Jones in the 19. And maybe if we get a couple Toyotas working together, we could have a little bit different of a story. But I don't think Schneider's got the speed in that race car with that damage to pull around the 19 of Jones, and it doesn't look like it's the case. So the dropping line behind him. There.
Careful, still there.
Schneider not in any sort of position to get stage points here. Timmy Hill, despite losing the bottom, was able to fight on the top side and hang on to the lead, and now he's all clear back to the bottom of the racetrack again. Yeah, indeed. Larson's dominating 2 races in a row. He can make it 3 at Nashville in a couple weeks, considering next week's not a points race.
You're all clear on
Texas. He will be in the All-Star race too. Won the All-Star race back in 2019. Last time he was in one. Heck, maybe he will win that. Been good on the mile and a half this year. The Texas is a little different, man. Track position is going to matter so much in an All-Star race. So you have to see how that strategy is going to play out. That's for sure. Spread apart as the entire field has now been all race long after the near big one that when we saw Schneider get into the wall 2 laps in a row, 3 wide on the outside, he couldn't hold his line, and I think everybody's kind of playing it safe now at the end of stage 2, trying to keep himself in the race. All 36 cars that started are still in the race right now. So nobody has DNF'd, and all 36 are on the lead lap. Again, little contact with Chastain. Loses a couple spots down to the bottom. 3 wide towards the back of Schneider in that middle lane. He's trying to hold his line. Not exactly where you want to be. Oh, we got trouble in the tri-oval! Oh no, the 20, Harrison Burton! Ran right up into the 99 of Schneider as well as the 74 of Mike Harmon. And we're going to get a caution. Schneider's going to hit pit road. That could have been a lot worse. Caution wave right before the 20 went around. He drifted right up into him. Bad spot right in the tri-oval while they were 3 wide at the back of the pack. And that is likely going to knock Harrison Burton out of the race. Looks like it might be an engine failure. He kept it off the wall, but Doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue. Schneider's going to pit now so he doesn't have to pit at the stage break. That did not end the stage. We will have 2 or 3 laps to go.
We're going green. Are you ready?
Yep. Texas at night, and it's a Sunday night All-Star race instead of Saturday like it usually is. Green flag back in the air, 3 laps to go, stage 2. Timmy Hill restarts out in front. Can he hold on to the lead? He has led the most laps today, most of them being right here in stage 2. He needs these points after no stage points at stage 1 despite running in the top 10. Had that issue late. Had to pit there.
Stay low. Stay low, stay low.
Schneider gaining all that time on the bottom, going 3 wide.
Stay low, stay low.
Inside, in the middle, or sorry, I should say the middle and the outside, kind of stacked up. Oh, Timmy Hill went high, and he almost got into the wall off turn 4. Look at this push the 92 of Williams gave him, and somebody is just stacking up this path back here. Schneider's already gotten himself inside the top 20. I think that's Tommy Joe Martin's holding everybody up on the outside.
Got one outside now.
Nearly wrecked again. Schneider just kind of stays low and goes. And in less than a lap and a half, he's already up to 15th. I know he's got fresher tires, but you wouldn't think it's going to matter that much. I mean, I have never seen a car go from the back to the front as quickly as Schneider's working. He might get stage points after all. Still got another lap left. And how about Joe Nemechek out in front, who we've seen run up front a lot on the career mode in the Xfinity and the Truck Series at Daytona and Talladega. No wonder he's in position to win stage 2 as he leads his final lap at the line.
Hold your line, got one outside.
Schneider's already inside the top 10. Timmy Hill is fading after restarting in the lead. He's back to 8. Schneider's on the inside of him for position as well. As Schneider continues to pick up points 3 wide again to the inside down the back straightaway. This is unbelievable. From 35th place on the restart. Oh no! Jeffrey Earnhardt got loose off of turn 4, saves it. Joe Nemechek's going to win stage 2 as they're 3 wide at the line. 35th to 4th in 3 laps for this 99 crew to score 7 stage points, helping them as they lead the regular season standings coming in today. I didn't even think that was possible. I mean, that inside lane just continuously opened up, and I have never seen that in my life. And now that he gained that track position, I mean, he can top off on fuel now while he's at it, and he'll be good to go on fuel to the end. I think everybody else saw that, and they realized, I might be able to make it now as well. Schneider pits with tires again as well. Might as well. Probably not going to have to pit the rest of the race. He does lose spots. A lot of these guys probably took in the right sides only or fuel only. Green flag is back in the air. Looks like Joe Nemechek will lead the field to the green. Final stage underway. 37 laps to go. We've had four cautions for incident tonight. Schneider kind of spun the tires there when the restart got into Matt Mills.
Top 3 is indicated.
Inside stacking up again on the restart. Schneider kind of ran into the back of Mills there. He was going to go high, and then Mills kind of swung high right in front of him. Going in and out of line. The 92 is going to give Schneider a push. But Austin Hill went down the block, and then Williams stays in the gas and goes up the middle. And look at this restart. Fanned out 3x3x3. Now it's Austin Cindric giving a big shot to the 99 of Schneider. He gets into the back of the 61 of Hill, and just like what Hill did, Cindric just kind of stays in the middle lane. He'll get to the outside of the 99.
Careful, still there. Stay on the bottom.
Through the middle again.
Careful. Still there. Clear low.
Oh man, Schneider got loose into 3. Powers his way up there. The car just kind of automatically turned down under the apron. Didn't mean to just completely dump, well, not dump before completely, but push him up out of the way. Dangerous too with Joe Nemechek on the outside when they were 3 wide. We've seen this car get loose a lot going into 3 and coming off of turn 2. Especially coming off of turn 2. I mean, no adjustments were made at the end of stage 2 on this 99 car, but this has looked like a rocket ship. Now he's going to get a push from behind from the 4 of Jesse Little. Michael Annett is the leader of this race currently, and he's going to run that outside groove with Little and Schneider down low through 3 and 4. We'll see if Annett ends up coming down at all. Not quite.
Stay low, stay low. You got it. You're clear there.
34 laps to go at Daytona.
Stay low, stay low.
Schneider tries to side draft the 1 of Michael Annett. Pulls down to the bottom now. Oh man, that push nearly spun him right around. Little didn't hit him square there. First he kind of hit him more on the left rear, but Schneider stays in the gas. He gets that push. Then he's trying to win a 14th race this season. That would break the record for the most all-time in an Xfinity Series season that Kyle Busch set back 11 years ago in 2010. Schneider is clear off of turn 4, and for the 3rd different time is now leading at Daytona tonight. But this time it's with 33 to go as we get closer to the end. That's got a teammate of Daniel Hemrick kind of working his way through. Oh, they're 4 wide into turn 1. Contact in the middle of the pack. Landon Castle squeezed in, and he's still got momentum going despite the contact and going 4 wide. And look at Landon Castle now trying to make a move. Schneider's in the wall. He's crashing down the backstretch into the 93 who goes around, and the caution's going to come out. My gosh, that's the 2nd time I've made that mistake today, and I don't know how. I don't know why I keep putting it in the wall down the back straightaway trying to block. I've never done that before. I've done it twice now in the second half of the race. And poor CJ McLaughlin got the worst end of it. I don't know how more cars didn't wreck there. It looked like only McLaughlin went around to the infield. And somehow we have another caution, but no big one. That one caused a wreck. After Schneider got in the wall, the first one didn't. He just lost a lot of positions. Green flag back in the air. He does fall back to 4th. Jesse Little was able to get to the lead before the caution. 5th caution of the race, 30 laps to go now.
Stay high up here. Inside.
In real NASCAR, they don't play. Yeah, okay.
There on the inside.
I've seen everybody block all night, really. We haven't been the only ones. That was the only time it caused a wreck, and that wasn't. I was clear on the block. I just stuffed myself in the wall again. Looking talentless when I do that.
You're all clear on the bottom end.
Active bug traffic going on right now. We've seen all day in these restarts, especially here tonight too. Falls from 9th to 4th. Oh boy, Cindric got loose in the middle lane off turn 4. He's got Justin Haley down on the inside of him. There's an argument down in the chat. That sound effect was all it was bump drafting Joe Nemechek. Sounded like just complete crunching of sheet metal. Sounded more aggressive than what it actually was. So much for the handling. being a little bit better with those fresher tires for the 99 because it's got a little bit of damage on the right side of the race car that's definitely upsetting the handling of this car since this restart. That's all to blame on himself. Clearing the block, he just put himself in the wall for the second time. It doesn't look like a guy who's won 13 races this year, I'll tell you that. Clean. I mean, outside of that final lap and a half at Road America going for the win, you know, but Cinder gets hit. I mean, we were beating, banging back and forth, so it was even with each other. Tonight, I mean, we're not really beating, banging a whole lot, not intentionally by any means. We've seen a lot of contact throughout the pack. AI, ourselves included, it's congested very quickly. $15 likes. Thanks for everybody hitting that like button. As we are still getting down to crunch time late. 27 laps to go tonight at Daytona. I don't think the cautions are done yet. And the aggressiveness is only going to go up here in the race. A lot of drivers looking for either the first career win or their first win of the season to get them into the playoffs. It's going to be their final chance. The final wild card race for sure before the playoffs. We go to Darlington and Richmond before the playoffs begin yet. One driver out of the race, that would be Harrison Burton, who brought out the second to last caution. An engine in the trial 3 wide, which nearly caused the big one, and as close to the big one as we have seen with that last accident as well. Look at Castle's run he has. Pushing Schneider on the outside. Schneider's got to get down to the bottom, and he gets there, and he just can't hold it. 47, and Nemechek gets around. Look at this, 3 wide. Behind the 99, the one got a little loose and had to get out of the throttle. Back to 8th again. Oh, man! We didn't see that. Oh, jeez. Came up in front of, I think that was the 08 of Joe Graff Jr. He barely kept it off the wall.
Still there. Careful. Still there.
Side by side for the lead, meanwhile. Jeffrey Earnhardt on the inside, trying to go to victory. How about Justin Haley? Look at the scuff marks on the side of the 99, by the way, after getting into the wall. For that last caution.
Careful, still there.
It's affecting him aerodynamically, that's for sure. Back to 10, trying to defy the odds. Justin Haley, always a threat to win at Daytona and Talladega. Won the last 2 Daytona night races in real life in the Xfinity Series. Has won in the Cup Series as well. And the wins at Talladega is well to go in there. He's looking for his first win of the season. He did not make the playoffs because he did not win last year. And although we do have some spots available on points, he's likely too far back and likely needs a win. Imagine Haley missing the playoffs 2 years in a row. This is a guy who made the championship for in real life last season. He's not having that luck on the Xfinity Series career mode here on NASCAR Heat 5, neither Season 1 or Season 2. Really going to give Schneider a push down the back straightaway. Schneider goes to the inside of the one of a net. Haley's going to follow.
Stay low.
Just turns way too easily. Now it's getting loose into 3. Clip the apron, stall the momentum out. Plus, Michael Annette's kind of going down and side drafted the 99 as well. So trying to get a pull off the 47. I mean, he can't keep this car in a straight line, especially on the inside. Just kills that momentum that he had going forward. Haley's going to give him a little bump draft down the back straightaway. Not sure if that's going to straighten him out, but at least it's down the straightaway, so trying to get that inside leg rolling again. That time he didn't get loose in the 3, and it's going to allow him to clear the 93 with Brooklyn on the outside, who even after spinning into the infield on the back straightaway on that last caution, still remains inside the top 10 with a shot to win late. 21 laps to go at Daytona. Trying to stay in front of the 99er Schneider. Bump drafting each other now through turns 3 and 4. Trying to get a run perhaps on the top 5 who have kind of broken away from the pack. Haley's somewhat keeping up with these guys as well, wanting to get into the mix. Schneider's just going to hop down to the inside of Nemechek instead, it looks like. Try to at least. Wasn't really going anywhere with Schneider as the push car. Jeffrey Earnhardt has cycled back to 5th after he got hung out after leading a couple laps. Plenty of room to get back down in line behind those guys. I haven't seen Timmy Hill in a while. Not sure where he's running.
Stay low, stay low.
Yes, I own my own team on the career mode. So that's kind of the stipulation with the career mode on top of the 4 races is owning my own team in every series, so we have to start from scratch, and I can't move up until I win a championship. So we won a championship in our Truck Series Season 1. Won 13 races there, kind of dominated, and then we moved to Xfinity Series. We won 4 races last year, finished 5th in the points, so we had to come back this season, currently leading late in the regular season. Only 2 races to go until the playoffs. After this one, we have a very good chance of running Darlington tonight as well.
Stay low, stay low.
Tell exactly who's out in front. Oh yeah, Landon Castle. Landon Castle's out in front here late at Daytona. It looks like Josh Bilicki's trying to get to the inside. A lot of these cars are running the top though right now. Ryan Sieg perhaps trying to go for his second win of the season as well. Now Jeffrey Earnhardt pulls down to the bottom. Haley down to the bottom behind Schneider, who just wanted to run the bottom, and Haley leaked it to his number 11 Chevrolet is pushing. At 99 of Schneider, it looks like that's Josh Bilicki going for the lead perhaps. He gets to the inside off turn 2. Side by side for the race lead at the front of the field. They're trying to get a run down the back straightaway. Fincham now moves to the bottom. And he'll stay there. Schneider's got a huge run to the back bumper of Jeffrey Earnhardt. I don't think Fincham knows if he wants to run the top, or the bottom yet. And now he goes back up high. Bilicki just could not get around Landon Castle. 17 laps to go. Haley to the inside of Sieg as well, as Ryan Sieg just kind of hung out to dry, but again, he does have a win. He won at Pocono this season.
Stay on the bottom. Careful, still there.
Haley again with a push. You'd have to consider him the favorite here late in this race as he's working his way forward. Schneider's just trying to stay in front of him. Haley might just push Schneider to the lead and then try to get around him. I mean, it's very well possible. Work together for now. There's still enough laps left in the race for Haley to get to the lead. 16 to go. Top 2 are starting to pull away from the pack as Schneider and Haley move up to 3rd and 4th. A little tandem racing going on between the 11 and the 99 to try and gain time right now. On the inside as the top 2 are on the outside. Jeffrey Earnhardt following in line as well. Go back to the bottom up ahead again. draft off the other 99 car of Josh Bilicki. These top two are working well together now. The problem is Bilicki, it's going to be hard for him to get a run on Landon Castle with not a lot of help behind the 99 of Josh Bilicki. Oh, Castle goes high, he leaves the bottom open and now shuts the door, at least tries to in turns 1 and 2. Can Bilicki get to that left rear corner panel side draft? And if he does, everybody's going to have a run from third on back. Looking low, and there is a chance, but now Bilicki swings high. Again, he just didn't have a car tucked in line close enough behind him. And they run single file again into 3 and 4. 99 of Schneider and the 11 of Haley continue to creep forward. 13 laps to go at the line here at Daytona. Will we stay green to the finish? Plenty good on fuel and tires to the end. A few overtimes as well if we do end up having that. Continues the run into turns 1 and 2. He's kind of pulling Haley a little bit. We'll see if Haley might be able to get another run to his back bumper. Schneider looks high off turn 2. Trying to side draft off the 99 of Bilicki. He couldn't quite do it. Haley's got to run. Well, it's no longer a 2-car race. Oh man, look at Bilicki trying to block Schneider. Now he loses the bottom. Schneider is underneath him, trying to side draft him, and now Haley with a push as they continue to work together, and they're going to get up to second and third. Castle out in front still, but all by himself. As the 11 and the 99 stay connected, Bilicki now back to fourth. Pulls down to the bottom behind Justin Haley in front of Colby Howard in the 15. Back, welcome on into the chat. And we're going for 6 straight wins here tonight. I don't know what the record is in the Xfinity Series. Got to be close to what we know. The all-time record is 13th from Kyle Busch, and we have already tied that with the win last night at Dover. Trying to break the record here tonight at Daytona. With 11 laps to go, Castle's still out in front. He's run a lot of laps here late, so anytime either Haley or Schneider get a chance to get to the lead, they have to take that advantage. Drafting down on the bottom. Castle's likely going to get down easily into 3. Haley continues to push the 99 of Schneider as they inch closer to Landon Castle off turn 4. 10 laps to go at Daytona. Castle again going high. He's got to be careful. He's going to leave that bottom open one of these times because that 99 is tucked underneath him. Off of the tri-oval, I should say. Castle again goes just a tad too high. Schneider side drafts him. He gets underneath him. Oh, Haley about shoved him out of the way. Schneider hangs on to the race car. He does clear the 89. Haley's up to second. The strongest car in the field is up to second place. At least the most experienced Super Speedway winner in the Xfinity Series is up to second. You'd have to assume the car could be just as strong, but Colby Howard gets to the outside of the 11, making it hard for Haley to get the run. And look at Colby Howard now. He has the run. Schneider back down low. Haley with a crossover to the middle. He couldn't get around, and now here comes the 15 being pushed by Joe Nemechek. Haley to the back bumper of the 99, but it's Colby Howard out in front with 9 laps to go at Daytona. And Joe Nemechek's in the mix. He won stage 2. He finished in the top 10 last night. He's trying to get inside the top 20 in points to win could qualify him for the playoffs. Haley back to third. Sieg's back inside the top 5. Schneider again with a run on Howard.
Careful, still there.
Didn't really leave the bottom open. He just couldn't get down to the bottom enough with Schneider's run. Haley again to the back bumper of the 99 as Schneider tries to hold the push off turn 4. And does. The rear bumper damage has to be causing a lot of drag to the back of this 99. His car is just not as strong as what it was in those first 2 stages. Tony, welcome to the stream. 10 people watching late, 15 likes. Hit that like button if you haven't already. This is a barn burner, and it will continue to be until the checkered flag flies in another 6.5 laps. I should say 7.5 laps. We'll be coming to 7 to go this time. Colby Howard going to give a push now to Ryan Sieg in that outside groove. And nobody else is up there. We'll see if they can get that run to happen. Inside stalls out a little bit with Haley trying to side draft the 39 car and hold him back. Brandon Jones is back inside the top 5 in the mix. He led a lot of laps back in stage 1. Hasn't led since. Austin Cindric into the middle lane as they're 3 wide just inside the top 10, but no help for Cindric as he starts to fade a little bit. Ryan Sieg on the outside gets blocked off. Haley down to the bottom. Schneider crowds Haley. Haley's underneath. And he has to let him go. I mean, he didn't need that contact either. That really stalled the 99 car out. He gets turned by the 39 of Sieg into the 19 of Brandon Jones, and they all save it into turn 3. Oh my gosh, Sieg just about turned the 99 of Schneider, who's already getting pushed by Cindric in the middle. Cindric gets stalled out. He's still in the middle lane further back. And Justin Haley leads for the first time with 6 laps to go. Trying to win to get into the playoffs. He's in a must-win situation. Schneider back to the inside of Brandon Jones now for second. Sieg finds his way back down to the bottom miraculously as well. Schneider cannot clear Brandon Jones right now, and that's what Haley wants to see out of his rear views. These guys going at it for second on back. Sieg gonna push Schneider. Haley's got a big lead. That's likely gonna hurt him. Just like it hurt Castle earlier. Might take a couple laps to get there, but there's 5 laps to go, though. That's the problem. Is there going to be enough laps to get to Justin Haley?
5 laps to go.
Schneider got loose into 1 with that push from Ryan Sieg. He's pushing him all over the place right now. Almost turned him into the outside wall down the backstretch a little bit ago, and then turned him right there into turn 1. And Jeff, welcome to the stream. He's got a half a second. I mean, that just goes to show how strong that 11 car is. He's had the fastest car. He just hasn't gotten to the lead, and now he's out in front. And it's going to take teamwork to gun him down by the rest of this pack behind. 4 laps. Is it going to be enough? Schneider's probably going to need a little bit more of a push, I would have to think, from Ryan Sieg. Just kind of pulling away from him a little bit. I know he's keeps getting loose when the 39 gets behind him, but I mean, you got to be thinking that's going to be the only chance he's likely going to be able to get a run on Haley, although he's building up a run all by himself right now. And he's got a massive run off of turn 4. And I mean massive. And now he's all over the back of Haley. 3 to go. He is pushing Justin Haley. Maybe trying to look high. Haley holds on to the lead into turns 1 and 2. Problem is, if Schneider doesn't have help from behind, he's going to have to create this run by himself. Haley continues to block. That'll be a lot easier with only 1 car behind him versus 2. Into 3 and 4. We're coming to 2 to go this time. Caution comes out on the final lap. The race will he deemed official. It will come to an end. So you also don't want to wait until the final lap to get around. Schneider is right there. He just cannot make that pass on Justin Haley. 2 laps to go. Haley blocking Schneider to the outside. Sieg is starting to close in. And he doesn't really have a push from behind as well. Ryan Sieg down to the bottom of the racetrack. Top 2, though, up towards the top. Schneider down low, down to block. Sieg in the center of the corner. Haley's hung out to dry on the outside. It's a 3-car breakaway at the front, and it's side by side for the race lead. 2 cars versus 1. Haley couldn't block both cars. Schneider might have been able to see the 39 back there first. Sieg has just pushed Schneider to the lead. Haley falls in line now in 3rd. And Haley is likely going to have to give Sieg a push. White flag, 1 lap to go. 99 car out in front, looking for the record. Fourth on back, side by side. Nemechek in 4th place, kind of breaking away. Haley and Sieg are not working together right now, and Haley's going to go to the outside for himself with the 39 and the 99. Sieg goes up now, trying to pinch the 11 of Haley off. And that's better for Schneider, is for those guys to be side by side. Nemechek's coming with a run, but he's not going to get there. Ooh, Schneider got tight off turn 4, but that's okay. He hangs on to it. Not a lot of traffic to block. Checkered flag is waving off of turn 4. There is a new all-time single-season record leader. It's Keegan Schneider. Move over, Kyle Busch. We have a 14-time winner this season. Schneider wins at Daytona. His first win at Daytona in the career mode, both Xfinity and Truck Series. Ends with a bang. And that 3-car breakaway and being able to get underneath Haley. He was lucky the 39 went with him and did not go with Haley. That was the deciding factor with 2 laps to go. His 4th on back just wasn't able to get there. Just got stuck on the banking again. We'll go into the grass and do the burnout. Why not? Celebratory win. Schneider is now the new record holder. In the Xfinity Series, again, for the most wins in a single season. And this is now his 6th win in a row. Going into Darlington here in a couple of moments. Unbelievable. No better track to break it at than Daytona. 5 cautions total per incident throughout the course of today's race. And, nearly had the big one a bunch, but we actually didn't have the big one to bring out a caution. So Schneider again with the win. Ryan Sieg finishes 2nd. Justin Haley 3rd. Joe Nemechek, who won Stage 2, finishes 4th. Good points day for him. Jeff Green rounds out the top 5. He was kind of up there early and then at the very end as well. Ross Chastain 6th. Joe Graff Jr. 7th. Noah Gragson 8th. Cody Howard 9th. Anthony Alfredo rounds out the top 10. You gotta see where Timmy Hill finished. 19th. Not the greatest run for Timmy considering he was in the top 10 throughout most of the race, but that final stage, he was just nowhere to be found. Harrison Burton again was the only driver in DNF. We saw him blow an engine earlier in the race. Tommy Joe Martins won stage 1. So Martins, stage 1 victory. Finishes 34th. He was also up front early, but nowhere to be found there late. Yeah, it looked like, man, David Starr barely missed the 93 who was spinning on the inside. Everybody did a great job missing him there. Well, I was going to say, that was as close to the big one as we had, but nobody else got collected, thankfully. And also, McLaughlin held his spot on the restart and didn't have any damage from the accident. And only one of those cautions came in the final stage as well. So Schneider with the win. And that would be career win number 18 now. Moving him ahead of Denny Hamlin and Justin Allgaier all time. In the Xfinity Series. And the Timmy Hill watch as far as trying to see if he gets inside the top 20. He falls back to 25th in points. But I don't know if he actually gained ground on Ray Black Jr. He should have scored way more stage points than what he did, how fast that 66 car was. But I think he only scored like 2 stage points. I think he finished 9th at the end of stage 2 and then finished 19th in the race as well and was leading a large part of this race. He might have ended up going down leading the most laps. Not entirely sure, but we'll see. Schneider had the fastest lap, 45.662. Yeah, Timmy Hill led 22 of 100 laps today. He led the most laps in today's race. But finishes 19. Tough break there. First Xfinity restrictor plate win. In 6 starts. Yeah. Crazy. And the first win at Daytona in the entire career mode. Also crazy. What a race. Yeah, I wasn't originally planning on, again, doing another doubleheader. But Darlington is the next race. We knew this race was going to be pretty quick. Only 70 minutes there. Darlington's going to be pretty quick as well. It's barely going to be over an hour also. So we'll get that race started here very, very shortly. But first we got to go into the shop and see what we've got for Darlington. Should have a 95 overall race car. There's more money with that incentive bonus. Big top 5 there. Well, I guess we would have had it from the race before. So I guess it didn't matter. Never mind. Again, we could have purchased and upgraded our engine department to a 100. Multiple drivers, best friends with Keegan. Lucky to have so many great friends. It's such a random stat to bring out there. Oh, jeez. It didn't even say, like, really, like, on the racetrack. Just I have so many great friends. Whatever. Compliment these guys. Yeah, we're not going through a rough stretch, trust me. I have not made a Cup Series start. Don't listen to these guys. Yeah, I think we got to... Oh, man, Richmond's going to be tough to get... I stink at Richmond. Richmond's not going to be a good race for us. 4 top 5s and 4... Yeah, why not? I think we can... Let's go for it. Let's go for broke right here. 4 top 5s, get us some more money. More money. Get the Super Speedway chassis upgraded. Not that we really have to so much, but... Yeah, we're going to be ready to go with Darlington. Short track chassis is already ready to go for Richmond. We'll have to use that same chassis at Bristol. But looking to save money. Not looking to upgrade anything else for the Xfinity Series. So, are you doing 50% races? Nope, these are 100% races. 100. So we'll be going on to Darlington in the next one here tonight. You guys are lucky. I was done with the double headers, but we got 2 short races back-to-back on the schedule, and they happen to, you know, be on a day where I have nothing to do. So, bonus action for you guys. All right. Yep, ready to go in the next one. Darlington coming up very shortly on the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this race at Daytona here this evening. It was a... What? I didn't ban you. What's going on here? Guys, I did not ban Oni in the chat. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oni was never banned from the chat. I don't know. I don't know where that rumor. Deleted message by Keegan. Oh, I didn't delete those messages. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. I timed out that NASCAR account, and for some reason it timed out Oni's account too. Either that or Oni is NASCAR and himself, which is another reason it would have timed it out. So, I mean, there's your verdict. It's one of those two things. I didn't time him out intentionally, though. But if he is on the fake NASCAR account too, then that would be why he was timed out. I don't know. No, I'm Oni. Well, I know you're Oni. Alright, that's enough of that hoopla. Davion West, welcome on into the stream here late. We got another race coming up here tonight, Davion. Going to Darlington up next. Philly Sports Clips, Help a Hero 200. Thanks, everybody. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content.